Hello, my radiant soul. I'm Luna Celestine, and today we step into something rare, something the cosmos doesn't offer lightly. On June 22nd, 2025, the sky aligns in a precision that even the stars seem to hold their breath for. Mars in Virgo forms an exact sextile with Jupiter in Cancer, both sitting at 2°51. No separation, no distortion, just a clean, sharp line of cosmic opportunity, like a key cut to fit only one lock, yours. This isn't just another astrological event. It's a sacred activation, a precise current of energy that slices through confusion, awakens your inner compass, and offers you a choice: to stay the same or to rise into who you were always meant to be. Mars brings the focus, Jupiter brings the blessing, and the two together form a portal that doesn't open often, but when it does, it rewires timeline. For you, Leo, this alignment moves like a golden thread through your house of healing, routines, and refinement. You, the heart of the zodiac, are being asked not to roar louder, but to listen deeper. The fire in your spirit is not being extinguished. It's being reshaped into precision, discipline, and divine intention. This is not about grandeur or performance. It's about preparation, about building the foundation beneath your throne, so that when your next chapter calls, you are not just ready, you are sovereign. The weeks ahead will test the structure of your habits, the clarity of your goals, and the sincerity of your relationships. But more than that, they will offer you visions, through dreams, through synchronicities, through sudden clarity, about what needs to be released and what is ready to bloom. And Leo, if you are willing to trade comfort for alignment, ego for purpose, and fear for devotion, you will not only survive this portal, you will lead through it. So stay with me. We're about to walk through the 8 signs that this energy has already begun touching your life, and how to meet it with the full power of your soul. And now, Leo, let's open the first door of this portal. The energy is already moving through your body, even if you haven't named it yet. This is not the kind of motivation that comes from a morning coffee or a fleeting moment of inspiration. No, this is Mars in Virgo infusing your blood with purpose, refined, focused, unstoppable. Suddenly, things you've been putting off no longer feel optional. Your to-do list begins to shrink, not because the world got easier, but because you stepped into a version of yourself that no longer tolerates procrastination. But there's a warning here, Leo. With great power comes the temptation of perfectionism. Mars doesn't just give you energy, it sharpens your standards. You may begin to notice every flaw, every missed detail, every place where good enough used to be acceptable. You'll redo work that was already complete. You'll push your body past its rhythm if you're not careful. This is where burnout waits in disguise, wearing the mask of productivity. So take a breath. Not everything that feels urgent is essential. Channel this surge toward the projects that truly matter to your heart. Let your fire illuminate, not incinerate. Create systems, not storms. And remember, excellence is not the enemy of rest. You don't have to burn out to rise. With Jupiter swimming through Cancer's deep waters and Mars slicing through illusion like a surgeon's blade, emotional truths rise, not with drama, but with clarity. This is not the kind of revelation that explodes. It's the kind that clicks. You may suddenly see why a relationship feels off, something subtle but persistent. You may realize that a dream you've been chasing no longer matches who you are now. Or you may finally name the fear that's been hiding beneath your indecision. These insights aren't punishments. They are blessings. They are your soul's way of whispering, you are ready for the truth now. And Leo, your sign rules the heart. So expect these revelations to touch you where it matters most. Your loyalty, your pride, your deepest desires. The universe is not trying to wound you. It is trying to wake you, because you cannot lead with a heart weighed down by illusions. And this alignment is here to make sure the map you're following actually leads you home. And your next step? Trust what comes up. Don't dismiss it because it's inconvenient. Don't hide from it because it's painful. Truth, even when sharp, is the beginning of liberation. Stay with me. The path is unfolding one cosmic sign at a time. As the Mars-Jupiter portal expands, your nights may begin to feel more vivid than your days. This is no accident. With Jupiter exalted in the intuitive waters of Cancer, your subconscious is being stirred like a deep ocean finally touched by the moonlight. And Leo, though you're ruled by the sun, your soul speaks fluently in symbols. And right now, it's speaking through your dreams. You may find yourself waking from dreams that feel more like memories, messages, or even glimpses of futures not yet lived. Colors sharper than usual. Conversations that echo in your waking thoughts. Encounters with people you haven't seen in years, only to hear from them days later. This isn't fantasy. It's frequency. What's happening is a direct alignment between your conscious self and your higher self, and the bridge between them is your dream world. That's why you must write it down, even if it feels silly, fragmented, or hard to make sense of. Because Mars in Virgo gives you the power not only to feel these messages, but to interpret them. Over time, what looks like nonsense becomes prophecy. What feels random becomes divine pattern. So keep a journal beside your bed, Leo. Some of your greatest insights about love, purpose, timing, and truth will not arrive through logic, but through the silent voice of the soul speaking in your sleep. And when you listen, you are no longer just dreaming. You are receiving. With this new light pouring into you, through energy, through truth, through dreams, something else begins to happen. The weight becomes unbearable. The weight of things you were once willing to carry. Habits that kept you small. Relationships that drained you more than they nourished you. Beliefs about your worth that never belonged to you in the first place. This portal does not just bring newness. It demands space for it. And that means letting go. Mars in Virgo is the cosmic editor, cutting what no longer aligns. Jupiter in Cancer brings the emotional wisdom to understand why you've held on so long. Maybe it was comfort. Maybe it was loyalty. Maybe it was fear that if you let go, there would be nothing left. But Leo, this is the moment where you realize you are the light. You never needed to dim it to fit into smaller rooms. Some of you will literally feel the urge to clean your closets, your devices, your emotional attachments. Others will feel the nudge to speak difficult truths, set long overdue boundaries, or finally walk away from cycles that repeat but never evolve. This is not rejection of your past. It is reverence for your becoming, because until you release what no longer serves, the energy waiting to find you cannot land. And trust me, Leo, what's coming wants to find you, but you must make space. So exhale. Shed. Simplify. The next part of your story begins the moment you no longer carry what was never truly yours. Once the old weight begins to lift, something magical begins to unfold. Not loudly, but unmistakably. You'll start to notice the universe speaking to you in patterns, numbers repeating themselves, on clocks, receipts, license plates, a specific word or phrase echoing across unrelated conversations. You think of someone and they call. You ask a silent question and a song answers you. These are not accidents. These are alignments. Mars in Virgo rules precision, and Jupiter in Cancer magnifies what has heart. So these synchronicities are not just spiritual signs. They're instructions. They are the breadcrumbs leading you toward the next chapter of your soul's evolution. And for you, Leo, these synchronicities often arrive wrapped in creativity, courage, and timing. You might stumble across an article that describes exactly what you've been feeling. You may be randomly placed in the same room as someone who becomes a key to your next opportunity. You might hear a line in a film that unlocks a buried truth. Follow them. Not every clue will make sense immediately, but each one builds the map. This is how the universe confirms you're on your true path, not through logic, but through resonance. When the right things begin to flow effortlessly, That's not coincidence. That's alignment. This portal does not only filter your habits and your dreams, it also turns its light toward your relationships, and what it reveals may feel both sobering and sacred. Mars in Virgo asks, what is working and what is not? Jupiter in Cancer asks, who truly nourishes you? Together, they create a mirror that cannot be ignored. Leo, you give generously. Your love burns bright. But under this alignment, you'll begin to see where your light has been poured into cups with holes. That friend who only calls when they need something. That lover who promises change but offers excuses. That colleague who smiles but never supports. Their patterns become undeniable, not in bitterness but in clarity. Yet, at the same time, the true gold in your connections will shine more brilliantly than ever. The ones who hold space for your fire without trying to tame it. The ones who speak truth to you, not to wound, but to anchor you. You'll feel waves of gratitude for those steady souls who've been quietly walking beside you, even when the road got dim. Some relationships will deepen profoundly, maskless, honest, radiant. Others will reach their natural conclusion, not because of failure, but because their lesson is complete. Let them go with grace. Maturity is not clinging to everyone. It's recognizing what is seasonal, what is sacred, and what is no longer yours to carry. This cosmic cleansing is not here to punish your heart. It's here to purify your circle, to ensure that as you rise into your next season, you are surrounded not by spectators, but by soul companions. And Leo, you deserve nothing less. As the Mars-Jupiter sextile reaches its peak, it opens a powerful but disciplined gate when it comes to your work, your purpose, and your abundance. This is not luck masquerading as magic. This is a reward for the seeds you've sown when no one was watching. And Leo, you know what it means to work with passion. But now the cosmos is asking for precision. Mars in Virgo values action with intention, checklists, structure, systems. Jupiter in Cancer expands what nurtures, so the financial blessings arriving now come not from what looks good, but from what feels right and serves others. Perhaps that skill you've been quietly building becomes suddenly valuable. That connection you maintained just out of kindness opens a door. That project you poured your heart into starts attracting attention. These are not random waves of prosperity. They are echoes of your earlier devotion. But make no mistake, Saturn is also active in this alignment, casting a testing light on every opportunity. You might be offered a new contract, a collaboration, or a shift in career direction, but the fine print will matter. Discipline, commitment, and long-term vision will determine whether the door stays open or silently closes again. So ask yourself, Leo, are you ready not just to receive, but to build? The universe will meet your passion, but only if you bring your plan. This is the kind of success that lasts, not because it was easy, but because it was earned. And here, beloved Leo, we arrive at the gift beneath all the motion. Your inner knowing becomes crystal clear. This is not just intuition. This is mastery. Jupiter in Cancer floods your emotional senses with deep insight, and Mars in Virgo hands you the tools to interpret them with astonishing accuracy. Suddenly, your gut isn't just whispering vague feelings, it's offering direction. You won't just feel something is right, you'll know why it's right, you'll see the steps, you'll sense the timing, you'll understand the hidden dynamics behind words unsaid. It will feel like your body has become a living compass, your chest tightening when something's wrong, your solar plexus expanding in alignment, your fingertips tingling when a decision demands attention. And here's the most beautiful part. This isn't temporary. This clarity is yours to keep, if you honor it. Practice stillness. Journal your nudges. Walk in nature, away from the noise. Mars in Virgo helps you make a ritual out of your receptivity, a rhythm out of your wisdom. Leo, when the world gets loud, your intuition becomes your lighthouse. And in these next few weeks, it will guide you, through endings, through beginnings, through the portals only your soul knows how to walk through. Stay with me now. One final message remains, one last thread to weave it all together. Let's close this journey where it truly begins, with you. And now, Leo, as we come to the close of this transmission, I want you to pause and feel the quiet hum beneath the noise of your day, the pulse of this moment, this rare alignment, this invitation from the universe to step into something greater, not just outside of you, but within you. This Mars-Jupiter sextile wasn't sent to change your life for you. It was sent to awaken the part of you that's always had the power to change it yourself. To remind you that clarity is not a gift reserved for the few. It's a birthright. That truth is not always easy, but it is always sacred. That alignment doesn't come from perfect circumstances. It comes from your willingness to respond, to refine, to rise. Leo, you are not born to wait for miracles, you are the miracle, shaped by fire, guided by light, and called now to lead with heart and purpose. Whether it's a new path in your career, a revelation in your relationships, or a whisper in your dreams that refuses to fade, listen, follow, respond. Because when you show the universe that you're ready to act with courage, precision, and devotion, the universe shows you just how powerful you've always been. I'm Luna Celestine. Thank you for walking this path with me. If this message stirred something in you, let it take root. And if you feel called to share, reflect, or return, my door is always open. And the stars are always speaking. Until next time, may you walk forward not just with confidence, but with clarity, the kind that comes when your heart and the cosmos speak the same language.